suspect in a stabbing attack at a Hanukkah gathering in Monsey, New York, has pleaded not guilty to 5 counts of attempted murder and 1 of burglary. This after the NYPD stepped up patrols in Jewish neighborhoods following 8 violent anti-Semitic attacks in Brooklyn this month alone. Joining me now from Monsey, New York, Alexander Rosemberg, Director of Community Affairs for the New York, New Jersey chapter of the Anti-Defamation League. I am so sorry, Alexander, for what has been going on here and for having to talk to you under these circumstances, because it has been a violent month for the Jewish community. We had December 10th, 2 shooters killed 3 people at that kosher supermarket in Jersey City. What goes through your mind when you see these attacks, and how fearful is the Jewish community overall?
Hello? What goes through my mind is enough is enough. When is this going to stop, and when are we all going to band together and bring meaningful change so that this doesn't ever happen again? The fact that less than 2 weeks ago, had to stand at the site of another shooting, another hateful incident, is really beyond the pale.
I can't imagine. I know that New York Governor Andrew Cuomo spoke today at the scene, promising to punish the suspect with the fullest extent of the law. Here's what he said, sir.
I think this is an act of terrorism. I think these are domestic terrorists. They are trying to inflict fear. They're motivated by hate. They are doing mass attacks. These are terrorists.
You want these attacks stopped. They should be stopped. What can the federal government, New York state government, any state governments do to help bring that about?
Whatever the qualification is, we can't arrest our way out of this. There needs to be meaningful change from the ground up, from the education side of things and inoculating hate in our society, and helping kids unlearn hate if they have learned it already, but also, of course, bringing the accused and those suspected of these things to the fullest extent of the law and the consequences of the law.
Yeah. You mentioned the children. It was pretty gut-wrenching to hear the eyewitness there, who really was a hero, Joseph Gluck, talk about the fact that there were children from 0 to adults at 75 in that group, that home there of the rabbi behind them. So what they witnessed is heartbreaking. I do know, sir, that the Guardian Angels, that, of course, an unarmed volunteer group, they promised to patrol Jewish neighborhoods following the series of attacks. What are your thoughts on that? And is there anything else that can help make Jewish communities safer? What can individuals do?
I think every single person needs to say it stops here, and everyone needs to band together and do their part. It's up to every single one of us to stop this. If you see someone on the street yelling a slur at somebody else, stop it, become an ally. If you see somebody painting a graffiti or vandalism with a hateful symbol, stop them. Whatever the root and the ideology that this may be, from the left, the right, the middle, whatever the religion it's against, hate is hate, and it needs to be stopped by every single one of us. And I think that role that every person needs to internalize is fundamental. We all need to become allies in the fight against hate.